Hi, I'm Scott from the Skiers Lounge, and today I'd like to talk about the Ski Mojo system, which is right here in front of me, and it's an item that I've been using for well over 12 years. So the Ski Mojo system is basically a device that takes 1/3 of a load off your knee and your thigh muscles. It does what it says on the tin. It does take 1/3 of a load off if it's set up correctly, which is why at the Skiers Lounge we only sell these in store. We do the fitting for free, which takes about half an hour to an hour, and we go through all the key bits of information that you need, such as how to go to the toilet, how to dance on the tables that the Folly do, and also how to ski with them. The Mojo actually has a bit of history local to us, so it's designed in late 2000s, I think. It's been around for over 15 years because I've been selling it for at least that long. And down the road from us, so we're here in Horsham, and down the road in Ifield, they were being constructed and developed over many years there. That's really useful for us because we can get parts easily, access to stock, and recently the brand was sold to the French. Which is why when you go to France now, you see a lot of people going around with them on the outside of their trousers because that's very French. Whereas here in the UK, we like to have them underneath our trousers, hidden discreetly away, so that we can just use the benefits without showing off about it. So who's the Mojo for? We sell it to quite a variety of people. So there's the people like myself who've had multiple knee surgeries and pretty much can't ski without one. So I've been on a Mojo on and off for 12 years. So you've got a knee injury, you've got muscle wasting. We've even sold it to someone, who was in his 70s with Parkinson's, who just wanted to go out and do one more run with his grandkids, and didn't just do one more run, he did 3 mornings. So that's something that we're very proud of. So it's a device that not only benefits skiers in the short term if they've got an injury, but in the longer term if they've got a debilitation in their knee joints or in their muscles. So on the flip side, in America, picking on countries today, it's hugely popular with people that maybe aren't as fit as they need to be for skiing, and having that 1/3 of offload from the thigh muscles really helps them out. And I can't possibly comment, but I may have used it in that way in the past post-recovery. That's what it says on the tin. It's a Ronseal product. So how does it work? So we've got a belt system up here, very attractive, and all this, like I said, goes underneath your trousers, so you don't have to see it unless you're showing off. And the belt anchors these upper rods. The upper rods click in and the length is set, and that acts as one pivot point. And the belt, it's almost like you're on a T-bar, so you're sitting like on the system when a T-bar's pulling you up. That's how it kind of feels initially, and that's what you want. You don't want it kind of up around your waist. It sits under your bum cheeks. Then we move down through here through the joint, and then we have a system here in the back of the boot, and it's like a detachable system where the rod just clips on and off before we head out onto the mountain with a single sort of attachment. And over the years that's been developed further and further to the point where it's at today. Really easy to use. So anchor point here, anchor point there, then your pivot in the middle. There's my engineering take on that. And then the spring sits in this piece here, and there's a switch just here which you activate for your trousers to switch it on and off. And you literally just slide your hand down to switch it on and then pull to switch it off. And that is how simple it is to use. As soon as you start skiing and lean forward, the system activates and you've got that spring working with you, which we would preset for you here depending on your weight and your ski ability, and it's giving you that support. We always say to people when they use a Ski Mojo for the first time that to do 4 turns with it on, then turn it off and do 4 turns with it, and then I'll probably never turn it off again, because you can literally feel the difference. When you put it on in here and you try it on and we're setting you up, you think, well, I can feel something going on, but not much. And that is the point of the Ski Mojo system. What you shouldn't be feeling is the actual system itself doing the job. What you should be feeling is the benefit of your legs not burning up, your thigh burn, and also the fact that your knees aren't getting as cranky by mid-morning. So without a Mojo system, I can ski for about 2 to 3 hours due to my multiple knee surgeries. With a Ski Mojo system, I can ski all week long. That is the difference it makes to me and many others. And over the years, I've probably fitted over 1,000 of these now. I don't think I'm exaggerating at all there. And we've not, touch wood, never had a pair back because it's not doing what it says on the tin. So what do you get when you buy a Ski Mojo system? We don't get new legs, unfortunately. That would be amazing. You get a very nice snazzy box to keep it all in. Inside the box, we have the following parts. You have the little fitting system here. Now there's a temporary fitting for rental boots, and then there's a permanent set which we mount here for you correctly in exactly the right position depending on your calf volume and again the dynamics of where the Mojo sits on your body and the boot height. But we sort all that out for you. You can install these yourself at home, and people do, but we've also seen the result of people doing that, and when they bring them in here we kind of point them in the right direction. So honestly, even if it's not with us, wherever you buy a Mojo from, do go and get it fitted professionally by someone that knows what they're doing, and ideally someone like me who's been using it for 10 plus years alongside Dan, who also works here. Also, you get a very nice bag to keep it in. You get your belt, and a little tip for you, don't forget to pack this belt when you go skiing and turn up in Teen and realise that you've left it at home, because that presents a bit of a problem, Scott. So always remember your belt. And then you get your 2 bionic leg pieces, and the spring is all pre-installed in there for you. So nice travel bag. Another tip for that, talking of travel, is if you are taking these, you can actually pack them in your roll-on luggage. They sort of fold in half like this. Be aware that that looks like a gun. That's all I'm going to say on that, other than that I was delayed 4 hours once because of that situation. So if you're packing it, maybe put it in your hold luggage. So how do we put the Ski Mojo system on? So I'm going to use my usual partner in crime here, Dan, but I left half of him at home. So Dan's legs here are going to help me. Imagine I haven't got my ski boots on here, so the boots would be off and you just be in your chalet room or hotel room. You put some leggings on, and we strongly recommend wearing leggings. Now, what leggings do is not only do they make you look more athletic, but actually when you've got the system on, it helps the system grip to your legs better, prevents it sliding down and moving around too much, and it just feels more comfortable. You can wear the Mojo system directly against the skin. There's no sharp points on there. The neoprene cover does its job, but the leggings make a much better job of it, I feel, and I've always worn leggings of mine. So you pop your belt through your legs and then lift it up like this. You can kind of see how that works, and then we bring it up around here, and again we want it under your bum cheeks, not round the back, and you bring this strap round the front and click it up. We'll have set this all this angle for you. So in terms of the angle of these straps, in terms of the width of the strap, so the strap can be adjusted outwards and inwards. So if you've got very narrow hips, if you've got quite large wide hips like myself, doesn't matter, the system will accommodate you. Pull that nice and tight, and that's your anchoring done on the belt. Then we take our actual leg system. Now these are actually indicate right and left, which is quite convenient first thing in the morning after a heavy night before. So put the legging on here, and what I always recommend people do is find the centre of your kneecap on the side and just loosely strap it round. And we've got these Velcro straps, so it goes on here, and then the same at the bottom. We just wrap that round the back, round the front, and that's loosely on. Then we take the upper rod and we click that into our belt, and you'll hear a very positive click when you put that in, and it won't move. That's that secured. Once you've put that top rod into your top belt, then it's a case of just going back to your thigh strap first and basically getting that as tight as you can. I like to have mine quite tight to stop the system sliding down, and the same at the bottom, fairly tight there too, because as you walk down to the ski room, because they're always in the basement, and the elevator's always busy with kids going up and down first thing in the morning, the system could move a little bit. So do those up nice and tight, then put your ski trousers on. So you put your ski trousers on, go down and have breakfast, or go down to the boot room. You're not looking like an alien, you're not looking like Robocop, but the system's there ready to go. When you get to the boot room, you put your ski boots on as normal. In the back of the ski boot, we'll have mounted the special mounting point for you, which basically is just a 5mm hole in your ski boot. So if you take the system off in the future or want to move it, it doesn't damage your boot using this system. It just leaves a small hole which we can even cover up for you. The rod just then simply clicks on there once you've got your boots on, just like so, and you head off to the mountain. And that's it. First time you wear it, you're going to be aware of it. Nowadays, with me, it's almost, it takes me an extra minute to do it. When you first put it on, I'd say go down to the boot room 5 minutes before everyone else, just so you're not feeling like you're faffing around or in a hurry. Just take your time putting it on. But trust me, within a week, it's a natural thing. And after 10, 12 years, it's just part of the daily process of going skiing for me. And that's how simple the system is to put on. And you obviously just repeat on the other leg. We do recommend, as I said earlier, you come in for fitting, and hopefully now you've seen it, you can understand why it would be beneficial. We'll show you how to get the best from the system on the mountain. For example, what to do when you're getting near a ski lift, when to turn it off, when to turn it on. And also our little turbo boost trick when you're getting off a chairlift to give you a little spurt as you're getting off the lift. And we also add some bespoke rods in the lower section to help reduce the risk of those rods dropping down during a day's skiing when you're hitting bumps. So all those little things can be done here while you're having your fitting with us, which is free. So do take a look online. check out the product and make a booking to come and have one fitted here soon.